Let's figure it out.
Pulling it now.
3 in a car, 1 in a truck.
Valuable and adding value for your clients.
Morning, Jake. Cody, how are you going? Did you miss me last week? Where were you? Yeah, it was a little quieter around here. Reasonable week. I think we've got 4 installs and 5 or 6 pack-ups, so solid week. Couple of potential installs still to be added, but we'll see what happens.
Creating a bit more of a transit bay up here and having all of our stock noted that comes in and out of the warehouse.
Up until noting today, 418 installs since we started. We thought we'd go through and look at numbers, like who's done how many. We actually ticked over a milestone on the 30th of July, so a couple of weeks ago. Cassie overtook Phoebe in terms of number of installs.
As lead stylist.
As lead stylist. How many installs has Cassie done out of 418? I think Jenessa's got the closest. 155. Never got close. Today, what did we do? We had 2 installs and 1 pack-up, quite a big pack-up. Covered quite a lot of ground today, so it was a big day, and just recorded an intro to a podcast, which will hopefully be coming quite soon in the next couple of days. Who's that with? With David Mencianelli from Brisbane Makeover Co.
Now, whether you're doing entry level or mums or dads or high end, I think the key part to this is just servicing your clients very well. Yeah.
Yep.
It just so happens that it's the high end market that I've fallen into, but regardless if it was any other one, you've still got to treat them and do the work as best you can.
What's on tomorrow? We've got a pack-up, we've got an install, and then we've got another pack-up, another big one. So the warehouse is getting a little bit full with a few of these bigger pack-ups, so lots of options for the ladies doing the selections the rest of the week.
So what's the street number? Our consult stylist, Cassie, she'll be the one that pops over at midday on Friday. She'll take lots of photos, she can answer all of your questions, and then she comes back and we pop together, we put together numbers and everything, have a bit of a chat, and I'll email everything through to you on Friday afternoon. We don't have very many partnerships, we need more partnerships. It's one thing that Jake took out of the conference the other day for growth and scale, and that's something we don't. There's possibility, there's a lot of areas that we can do like partnering, but we haven't really focused on any of them. We look at getting someone in at least for a Thursday, Friday, see if we can train them up, but that way Jake can get out of the truck Thursday, Friday and have 2 full days to work on getting LinkedIn articles and all that sort of thing. Maybe not 2 full days, maybe only 1 full day and then me doing stuff depending on how busy we are. Today, the girls are all at an install, a small little partial in Tarragindi, and then we've got a couple of pack-ups that have been fall down in communication. They've settled. One of our properties settled and the furniture's still in there. So we increased our styling hire period to 8 weeks, and when they sell first to open, that can happen. So there was a fall down in communication there somewhere along the line. So we're heading off to do an emergency pack up, then a second pack up after that, and then lots of cleaning in the warehouse because it's been super busy and it's dirty and messy. As you saw yesterday, you can't play basketball.
Say we have a new stylist start tomorrow, what would be the process of training a new stylist?
Over the last 2 years, with the 4 stylists we've had come through, managed to get a little bit of a process. It's not 100% just yet, but what we would do is have them tail the girls for at least 2 weeks, and literally as a shadow, and being completely just in the background. They're just following around, helping installs, helping carry buckets, watching how they make beds, all that sort of thing. The next step is to help add an install. We get them to help make beds first. Beds is always the first phase, the spot that we get them to help. So that's literally making the beds, it's not actually doing the selection for the beds. Then that moves on to helping with the rest of the install, to help that go nice and smoothly. And then we start with selections. So they're not in charge of a job. They basically help the lead stylist do selections, again starting with beds, then moving to accessories. Generally that would take at least another month, another 4 weeks, until they're at a level where they're confident in what they're selecting. From there, then they become a lead stylist on a job. So we start with vacant properties. The stylists would do selection for a vacant property. We start with 10 as an objective for them to achieve. They have to do selection of 10 vacant properties, full full style, so all of the bedding as well as the accessories, and that's checked over by either Cassie or myself as the supervisor. Then they install alongside us for those 10 installs. As soon as they've done the 10 as the lead stylist, we then give them the opportunity to do an install on their own, and then we come along at the end to make sure that we're happy with the positioning of everything and make sure there's nothing they need help with, anything they need double checking with layout. So we do that for another 5 properties, and then after they've done 15 properties in total, then they're kind of a bit more free reign. We always check images, they're all uploaded, all our finalised images are uploaded at the end. If they need anything checked but we're not coming on site, we'll do a bit of FaceTime so we can check through live video. The next step after they're confident with the vacants is to move on to partials. So partials are a lot harder. Again, it's a process of 10 selections being checked over and then another 5 on their own, and with us coming to check at the end, like alongside them, that sort of thing. Same process if it's a vacant, just it's a partial. And then they let loose. So in total, before they let loose, they do 30 installs with some sort of guidance from either Cassie or myself.
We've got a delivery of new stock from Madras Link, which we ordered while we were down at the Reed gift fair a couple of weeks ago. So we've got part of our order that's been delivered and the rest is still on a ship, you can see. So we're going to unbox those ones, and then we've got some to the side here. They're for a hairdressing salon that we're doing a fit out for, so we're not going to open those ones, just these guys.
Beautiful Wednesday morning, we're here in Rochdale for an install. This is a partial sale or an occupied stage or whatever we call it these days. A lot of the client's stuff, we've just got a few bits and pieces to add to it, and should be pretty quick and we'll be out of here.
Went up there because it's quite narrow, and it's long and narrow. Yeah, exactly.
Make it a
we
mess,
that
Candy.
would fix that issue. Like a dark rug with all
client's
their dark
furniture?
furniture.
It is. It's been sitting here for a good amount.
It's shedding.
5-6 years, so it's just
a dustbin rug.
falling apart.
Yep.
Is that causing Jenessa some headaches?
Yeah, well, we have cream rugs and everything, so if we put it on top, it's going to stain a lot of our rugs.
Well, is there a coffee table coming back from Belinda that we can use in the living dining instead of the old one? And still use our Adelina rug? It's so high. I don't think we have a choice.
To put that on there? Yeah.
Mate, can't be really annoying and ask you to put it on there and see what I prefer.
No.
If you just, put it up against the wall.
Staying that corner.
Yeah.
Change your mind. You're not using it anymore.
Back to the shop, mate.
Do you want to grab the list off the front seat when you come in, Rose?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there was any.
So I didn't end up seeing it.
So Jenessa, talk me through what's going on.
Little changes. This house has been vacant for 6 years. So, but there's still been furniture in it. So some of the bottom, the lining of it has kind of corroded. So every time we pick it up, it will stain our lovely rugs. So we're at the moment getting some from some pack-ups later today. And then upstairs, it's a lot narrower, so we're going to get a wall-mounted TV instead of putting an entertainment unit. So because it's the main thoroughfare for the house for all the bedrooms, we don't want to close it in, because during open homes there'll be a good flow of people. So we want to make sure that they can see that it's a decent size. So adding a wall-mounted TV instead of an ETU should help.
I know lots of quotes today. The team are out doing installs and I'm catching up on admin. We made a bit of a mistake this week. A little bit of an expensive mistake. Lost about $15,000 worth of revenue. Our server was changed, our website host. We migrated across to a new one. We wanted our website to load faster. And I was driving home the other day and I went, I haven't had very many online quote requests come through. And I went digging and I found 19 of them sitting in the back end of the website that hadn't made it through to our email because of our website host change. We would normally convert, for every 3 online quote requests that come through, we would convert every one of them. I get back to them in 24 hours. That very fast turnaround of the quick response, that's the biggest factor in us winning that work. And I know that from conversations with agents and from the clients. I email them back, there's an auto response that goes back saying I'll get them back to them in 24 hours, and so in some cases it was 3 weeks which isn't good enough. Those photos for that photography for those properties was this week and next week, so they've already organised another stylist. I sent an email out, I figured this out late Saturday night, emailed everybody that Saturday night, called everybody yesterday and today. I think we might be able to salvage 2 of the jobs. We're doing some going out to meet the clients and whatnot, but yeah, we've lost the rest of them. So with averages, that works out to be around 15,000 that we've missed out on this month. There's been a little bit of a quieter August, so it's good to know potentially that could have contributed. And I can't really do anything about that now. I can smile. I can't do anything else.